Just 2 weeks ago, the Knicks were 10-13 on the season. Now, they've won 7 straight games and have improved their record to 17-13. They also have the longest current winning streak in the NBA. Their latest win came in Naptown as he defeated the Pacers, and New York Post sports reporter Zach Braziller, he was at the game in Indy, and he joins me now to talk some Knicks hoops. Zach, how's it going?
Hey, man, you're a Knicks fan. You got to be thrilled. 7 in a row, 6 in a row on the road, 8 of 10 on the road. They find a way to come back from 6 down in the last 156 tonight. You know, Julius Randle hitting 6 clutch free throws, playing great defense on Tyrese Halliburton. You know, this team is just playing great.
They're playing really good basketball right now. And Zach, the Knicks, they didn't play their best game against the Pacers on Sunday, but is this a win? I feel like it's one where you could say they gutted it out. So how impressed have you been with this team's resiliency during the stretch?
Yeah, I think the thing you love about the streak is they've won they've won some games where not everything has gone right. They've won games where Brunson didn't play well. They've won games where Randall didn't play well. They won tonight, where they had a lot of turnovers. They didn't shoot the ball from 3 well. Indy hit 13 threes. So, they found a way to win a game tonight where not everything was going well. Their last game against in Chicago, they won by 23 and it was a cakewalk. And, there are going to be more games like tonight than that. There are going to be more games where it doesn't go their way. And they got to just find a way and dig deep. And look, the end of a week-long road trip, they're down 6, less than 2 minutes left. Could have easily just said, all right, hey, 2-1 road trip, we'll take that. I think any Knicks fan would have taken that 2-1 trip, but they didn't, they didn't say that's enough. They said, hey, look, we can still win this game. Brunson hits a big 3, makes a big steal. They get the defensive stops. It was a fantastic finish for, not a great performance.
Yeah, you got to like the fight there by the team. And Julius Randle, he's been much more efficient offensively during the win streak, Zach, but he also appears to be more active on the defensive end. So what has changed for Randle, and how much of a difference does he make when he's part of setting the defensive tone for this team?
His defensive numbers through these 7 games are much better. I feel like he's been much more active. He's been hustling much more. He's been really getting out and defending. Look, the Pacers wanted that. They wanted Halliburton against Randle on those last 2 possessions, and Randle forces a turnover on one play. Then he forced him into a tough, 3-pointer from the corner on the other. It was absolutely fantastic defense from Julius there on those 2 possessions. And look, he's really giving them the effort that they want on that end. And if he's going to do that, it changes them. Tips talked a little bit about when Randle's playing defense like this, it allows them to switch a lot more and everything. And you saw that there, where the Pacers went to the pick and roll, the Knicks switched and had Randle and Halliburton, and it worked.
Yeah, it definitely worked, and he's been giving that effort. You mentioned this. Besides 7 in a row, the Knicks have won 6 consecutive road games. That's the longest road winning streak for the team since the 2012-2013 season. They're one of only 3 teams in the league with double-digit road wins. So what do you make of how well this team is playing on the road right now?
I think it's a sign of a closely knit team. On the road, the team is just with each other. You're playing against 15 to 20,000 fans who hate you, who want you to lose, and you got to be tough. You got to be tight. And that's one thing they mentioned. In the post game is that just how closely knit this team is. And look, let's go back to even further than this win streak. They had a 5-game West Coast trip. They had that really, really bad loss at home to the Thunder. And there were even some people who were suggesting maybe Thibodeau was on the hot seat. They went out and they won 3 of 5 on the road. And I think it really began there, the way they played on the road. That's where the 8 of 10 started. And look, to win on the road, you got to be really together. And clearly that's something that they are right now.
Right now, the Knicks are looking really together. 7 wins in a row. As we mentioned, that is the longest winning streak in the National Basketball Association. That is Zach Braziller, New York Post sports reporter. He's been doing a great job covering the Knicks. Zach, thank you for your time. We'll talk soon.
Hey, man, my pleasure.